Well, that will end this 250 qualifier. Here comes another gate drop. This time, it will start the second 250 heat race of the day, where once again, only the first 9 riders will earn that highly coveted. the second 250 heat race wraps up, let's take a quick look at the results and the names of the Angel Stadium in the riders are lined up. was a hard-fought race, but the two...
Okay, coming back to this game, I think I've done a 450 full career on these two, but I realized that the more the more the track gets deteriorated, the harder your bike starts getting a little bit more slower. That's the one thing I've noticed. So we're gonna go on the custom bikes. Because I did want to run off Honda. Now, if I need 200,000. So, if I remember right, I think I've only ever done 250 East. And I don't think I've ever actually did a 450 career right here. I think. I'm not sure. But this was the time that you didn't have any actual, like, factory teams that you can get onto. So it's customized rider. We got outfit 1. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and customize. Okay. So let's start with a helmet. Which one do we have? Fly helmet. Special components. Ooh. I like that one, but I just don't like the helmet. So, and we don't have Alpine stars in here. That's right. I think there was pretty cool box helmets in here too. See, I like these 2019 V2 helmets. I like how compact they are. We got the V2. We got the V3s. I don't think we have the Pro frames in here though. Yeah. We don't have the SYZ Pro frames. But these are the top of helmets I do like right here. I like this helmet. So, first we'll go ahead and buy this one. It's 50,000 credits though. Jesus. So we're going to do that, the Ocean. The suit, I think we're going to go with the Fox. White camo. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, if anybody knows that this is pretty much the camo fucking Cam Roxon wore when he came back, that he has a really nice, like, tri-colored camo gear that's all white. It just looks so badass with the white and like that. Let's do boots. We're gonna do Fox. Kenny is a Fox dude. Oh, the depth. No. We don't have enough for that. So, I remember right, back. What do I do? I think I have the custom. I think I have. I'm not sure. No. I don't have any of these. Interesting. I might have to buy these. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I have to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back just in a second. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do banner data. We're gonna switch up the name and do. Um, Usually don't like using my real name, but I don't. I don't think we have a very. My number. What they have my number? My actual number. I like using. I don't really show my actual number I like using. It's gonna be a while. Gotta go all the way down to the low 2 digits. You guys actually seen this number in Legends, if you guys remember. Come on. There we go. Oh, too far. Right there. Okay. Face type 1. Kind of weird is that you have to kind of look at it. Already got the rider outfit. Customize custom rider outfit. There we go. Oh god. It's kind of weird how you have to go back and keep doing this. That's like bag of shit right there. This is a bug that they never. They've got a box hawk though. Hey, rap dude. Last two.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you spray?
Oh. And, oh, hey, that was cold. I smell like lavender.
What?
I smell like lavender. Okay. Let's try FaceTime 2 again. If I remember this. Oh. I guess that worked. Okay. Let's see if it work. Okay. Got an outfit. I want to go back here. Select. Okay. Custom Rider, we'll do this one. We're gonna stick with that for a couple races. Okay. There's options. Actually, the one thing I wanted to do was realistic physics. Well, the front brakes off. By the way, transmission. Yeah. Let's go to the race. Oh, like again, like I was saying, I don't remember if I actually did a 450 career on this yet. I think I have. I'm not sure if I did. But this is San Diego. I remember this here. I remember this race.
Today's round of Monster Energy AMA Super.
This race was nuts. Oh, it looks like a white race too. So the one thing that really sets apart this game from others is that even though it's one of these games that are like really easy to pick up on, like that one dude said, the Turbo Roller dude said, the controls are easy but hard to master. I feel like this is what this game is. It's a game that's really fun. There's no really like everyday edge to it or something. It's just this game is just like for the whole soul, Supercross, Mario, all that sort of shit. This is a game I would like spend a couple of hours on. I'll have to work or something. There's currently 2 games that I'm actually trying to, well, 3 games actually. Like I was saying, we're going to be converting to a lot of trucking sims. There's one game. There's one that I've actually been playing online quite some time. I have to do a little bit more research on it. At least like I was saying, the field and void before every truck simulator comes in. I'm still trying to figure out if I should be doing this. Of course, I'm going to be doing red things. Vikings from Saber. They're responsible for snow red like Spitfires. I like that game as well. I have that game Expeditions. That game is fun. I think we're gonna spend some time on making a track too. I might do that before the end of the weekend. Again, I didn't actually look. So don't have time. Well, I do have time, but during the week. Sometimes I do stuff. Most of the time, I just come home, just watch TV. I'm watching a lot of story channels. YouTube recently. There's one on Warrior Stories that is pretty good. I'm watching a lot of Doctors too. Another one of these days, I've been kind of intrigued on burning it. I'm actually trying that. Out of the time, San Diego was definitely one of my favorite tracks. It wasn't my favorite Supercross 2, but it was my favorite Supercross 3. One of my more favorite tracks in Supercross 3 is actually Denver. What Legends happened in 2025 versions. I did really like that too. 2025 was pretty cool. That was the one that big line called MacDade. This camo isn't as accurate as the camo Rocks Award 2018 season. It's like the only thing that is close enough. I hate the fact that they don't have enough camo views. Especially if they come fully colored West Positive. It just needs to bring more the green camo on the Honda that Rocks and War back in 2018. That was a really good setup. Green camo and all the white boots, Red Bull Honda, white gloves, if I don't remember. About I hate the fact how bland HRC's graphics got from 2007 to 2018. Like, that's one of my favorite eras. HRC graphics. Especially the red seats with the white seat grips. slipping around a lot because I have more of the stiffer setup. So the bike can be not too wet much. Basically, that jump. I think maybe it's just like a point track because before they do heat races, practice and qualifying, they went down the track so they could get off the bus. That is the only reason why that you will always see a Supercross track so down. Because it doesn't create a lot of dust. There would be a lot of dust by the stadiums. People want to leave there at the end of the night. Probably because I can't make most of these lines. This line. Man, if I remember, I was only on base. This came out in 2017, yeah. I was only in high school. I was junior high school. This game got announced, and I was this game came out. Back then, I got stuck in this game. I thought this was the hardest shit. Something it kind of is too, because the AI here, they're not very fast, but they are very consistent. So if you mess up lines and shit, they can fix it. But for some reason, back then, I thought this was the hardest one. I have played it since 2000. I played like a 1-2 season or 250 season and 1-450 season. Did a little bit of online play and fucking Supercross 2 got announced. Back then, for the hype for this game was real, because you've never actually have gotten like an actual official Supercross game. Like back then, you know, this wasn't really shit. I always thought about it. I always thought about it when I was a kid. Like, yeah, they need to make a game that's actually Supercross. I was like 14, 15 years old. I was talking to them. They need to make a motocross game that's actually Supercross. With the efficient tracks. That's not probably the one to show the items. I've never seen anybody talk about it. I mean, it's something decent, but not a game with the actual real tracks. in like 3 years later, full pro. I think that whole thing sparked because I started playing the original. I think that the original MXTV tracks, I think they do this in series. Even though this camel's supposed to be green, it looks more green. Wish they would. We're at 6th. I don't think there's no chance of that. Because I can't clean on laps. We're going to have to run like almost realistic settings. All that sort of stuff with the maximum amount of keyboards you can get. I'm not going to edit because I want to try out there's this new thing that I've been trying. I recently tried it in the next week, where I'm probably going to like put on a full upgraded exhaust, but keep like the Irish stock. Because I want to see what it thinks. Not only you run stock bikes, that's a challenge. But I want to challenge them with some might upgrade. We're going to make this a nice upgrade. 10. Oh, we still have 2 minutes. I didn't realize. Last time I looked on the clock, we still had 11 minutes. It's crazy how fast that went by. So yeah, we averaged a 6th place.
Well, that will end this 250 qualifying session.
Here's a look at the results. Only a second
the
off
starting
pace,
lineups are now set for the heat races. Those are about.
It's because I haven't been able to pick the lines. Shut up. 450 spots. There's a green flag. So these were the little challenges that you can get for achievements. I don't know what. Oh, yeah, that's right. The reason why I did another 250 career is because you need the King of Career, run both 250, SX, East or West, and 450 championships. So I got the East. I got the East career. I need the West career, but I don't think I've done 450 in here yet. I'm not sure if I have. But I don't think we're gonna fly past this.
The riders
to get
are
back
locked
into the
into the
450s,
gate.
but and I recently found out. This reminds me. I recently found out what happened to Jerry Robbins. Jerry Robbins like almost one of those by the tier dudes, but he always ran. He always ran a pretty decent race, but he got into a crash and he ended up getting paralyzed. So I always enjoyed watching Jerry Robbins race. Such a happy game. I still have to watch the Supercross highlights for tonight. I haven't been able to watch Supercross at all. Well, I'm keeping up with it, but I don't know if I got to keeping minds up this summer. Hopefully we get lines. That's going to be interesting. Comeback on that KTM. Almost dominant on that KTM. Dominated on the Cali, dominated on the Yamaha. Oh, he's like dominated on Honda too, back in the Yamaha. I always knew that KTM was going to fit his style. I guess how aggressive Eli's always been. The KTM having a score fight gives you that extra. Good power to weight ratio. Not ideal for Supercross, but it's going to be long, hell of an interesting time watching in the summer on the outdoors. Especially with how fast he's already been good. I don't hate jet lines, but I was on the bandwagon. History plans and all that sort of crazy shit, but the thing I've always been mad at is that I'm hoping you can actually do that. The only person who was actually able to beat Jet, like a flat out race, was actually Ken Heisman at the autocross competitions. Asked him on the last lap. Actually, just before the corner of the finish line. Fucking passed right inside of him. Getting that inside in, he just right into it. Fucking passed him, got him. Interesting fact that I recently found out that that dude Roman Fabre, that's what his last name is. I think he's a rally car driver too. Rally car or trophy truck or car racer. Oh, that's what short the car racer. What's interesting is that everybody has, it's actually Saber backwards than maybe the car game. But we haven't gotten a Baja 1000. The closest thing that we actually have to a Baja 1000 game is Baja Engine Control. It does somewhat have the Baja 1000 game, but it's not the actual track. That would be a really cool thing to have. You got the car and then just everything's Baja. Because there's quite a few different races in Baja. You got the Baja 1000, the Baja 100, and then you have the Baja 300, which is from Vegas to Reno, which is a race where that car takes my hometown. I think it's the Baja 300, Baja 250, 300, 400. I have to look that up. Yeah, it's a race just like Baja 1500. Biggest to my hometown. I guess it takes some like playing in office and shit. Also Vegas to here. But anyway, the thing about getting that game, Baja Engine Control, is this like the only like closest game that we actually have to like a Baja game. I love Baja shit. Aside from Moto, like you guys know, I like rally cars,
Here's a look at the results.
off-road,
Of course, the top 9
cars,
going straight to the main.
trophy trucks,
The rest
buggies,
will have one more opportunity.
all that sort of shit. Especially rally cars. For some reason, I've been growing a particular interest in the Toyota Yaris for some reason. I always did like the Ford Focus and the Fiesta, the rally cars, but for some reason it's been Toyota this time around. I can't get a Chevy, I'll get a Toyota.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ralph Shaheen.
That's the one thing I want to do. Just get one of those SUV hatchback Toyota 4Runners. Put like a nice off-road kit on. Fucking Justin Hill and Austin Forkner. This is back when Austin Forkner actually had a good number. It's 24. I really do like this kid in 2019. That blue, white, and red kit. You guys know, it was actually on Supercross 2. Supercross 2 or Supercross 3? One of the two. Austin Forkner is obviously. That dude crashes more than actually survived the season. Which is sad. Another Sarah Chase Sexton. saw a lot of potential. He's a great writer, but his mental is not all good. One dude I wish would come back to racing is, well, quite a few dudes, but people I want to see back racing is Michael, Butler, James Stewart, we still got some veterans back in, but still got Bam Bam, we still got Cam Roxon, still got Eli. Most of the dudes I grew up watching, even Winston Peck, dude. Winston Peck used to know it, dude. I don't know whatever happened to that dude, actually. The last time I seen that dude, he got into a trouble with fucking Vince Freezy. Fucking Vince Freezy stuck it, took him off. Winston Peck fucking started getting on him. The whole fiasco with the private views nowadays, after that little mishap last weekend, it's all because of these dudes. Like that dude's a straight dude, he's all the drag. It seems like he wasn't even trying to actually do anything and people were still fucking. One thing I always had on my mind and hated when Deegan actually decided to go pro. Like he went on to Yamaha and to do a racing KTM. I actually thought that he was going to stay on KTM, but the way Hayden does things. Hayden's a very aggressive rider in the women fights the lightweight thing where it's more his style than KTM. I heard a rumor that Ken Roxon's supposed to be changing teams pretty soon too. I heard something about that. I guess this year's his contract's up with Suzuki. I think there's been a team that has his eye on. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm on Audi. I'm sure it's Audi. The whole thing with Jason Anderson. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Jason. That girl just got like freaking apologized and for like everything at once in like one day. noticed. I wondered why he wasn't racing Daytona. What's my time? Minus 14. That's yeah, 14 seconds. Same thing what Kenny was doing at Anaheim the first year that he got on Honda. This one, everybody. That's a big dash. I don't know what the timing is. I don't know if it mainly runs out to 20 minutes, 15. I'm not sure. Recently, I've been having a lot of hit problems. It's weird how I've been having to deal with the last 4 years. Now this time around, it's just a little bit more noticeable that I can deal with it. It's always a spot. Not really back. I always have to end up trying to prop my back a certain way. I don't be able to do it. cool when Star Racing Yamaha let Remy Martin for his last race. Such that both of Martin brothers retired. And Jeremy Martin had his brother full train out of front. Isn't that tired? That big news from the show. Kevin Pearson. Oh, come on. See, like I was saying, this game has a weird thing. When the track starts getting curated the way it is now, the bikes start getting a little bit slower. Like it's harder to like gain traction momentum. Or I think more like speed. You're dealing with a lot of weather terrain. It gets a little bit more sleepy. Final watch the video. I remember even though 450s carried me in some of these lines on this track. Chassis slow. Whiskey bottle. So you can make like that. I think by default the track is there we go. Good. I got sick of this track.
The checkers have waved on the 250 main event, while the riders catch up with their team
Yeah,
members.
15 laps, so yeah, 15 minutes. Oh, it's only 11 o'clock. Then we got old Anaheim too. Nice. So that gave us 200. Holy shit. Okay. Let's buy our Honda now. Oh. There we go. Okay. First of all, we ain't using the damn sponsor graphic cake. Not very many. That's what kind of sucks. And we only got one for and then yeah, we don't have very. Oh yeah, we do. Duh, right here. Maybe we should like go down. Okay, let's see. We got this one. I want something that resembles the HRC. I think that might be Stellar. I like that. What I am looking for HRC. That one. Okay. So it might be an HEG stickers because this is like the only one we got right here. I do kind of have this one, but there's not too many. A lot of them are just like, let's go back to the Stellar. A lot of them are just like black red, and some have like that sucks. I think I might have to download Supercross 2 again. And then we have this one. Yeah, okay. Let's see. The blur. At the time, Honda was the only bike that was running dual exhaust. Midnight. Pines Edge. Let's go back to Fusion Graphics real quick. Yeah, Fusion Graphics always. I only have the one. Yeah. So Stellar. I really do like this one though. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, the front. Oh. Alrighty then. Alright. Let's do that. Okay. We'll do this one. I think we can make that pretty big. Line it up with the AMA. We'll do this one. Yeah, about right there. Yeah, that works. Let's do, oh no, stock livery. Yeah, that works. I think this one is in, I think this graphics kit's in Supercross 2. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I think that's about it for this stream. I'm actually going to keep playing. But I'm actually going to download Supercross 2 real quick. So, yeah, I think that's about it. And, I'll see you guys. See you.